this is Rachel with Flow on Yoga, and today we're going to do a really short tutorial on tree pose. Haven't done a tutorial in a while. Try to keep this really short, and for this tutorial today I'm going to do my left leg as my standing leg and my right leg as my lifted for this video that will show us a bunch of modifications that you can do for trees. So we're going to do some standing, some sitting, and some laying down and show how we can get that tree shape in those three different positions. So I'm going to start. And you can always use a chair for balance. So I'll use a chair for balance first. I'm just notice kind of have your, in my case, it would be my left arm, and my left leg will be standing. This hip is going to stay neutral, foot really pressing into the ground, and your right hip, my right hip, is going to externally rotate, my knee pointing towards the side. So version 1 is with your toes resting on the ground and the bottom of your right foot is on your ankle. This hip is externally rotated, this one is neutral, and you try to keep your hips neutral directly under your ribs, under your shoulders. So we don't want our hips going to the side, which can sometimes be easy to do, especially as we bring that leg up higher. So if you ever find your left hip bumping up to the side, encourage it to come right back underneath your ribs. So version 1. Version 2, the sole of your right foot on your left calf, knee still pointing out towards the side. Version 3, with the sole of your right foot pressing into your left thigh. We want to avoid ever pressing into our knee. So we don't want to do that. So here, and then when we're in this position, any of the three versions I just showed you, with our hands, we can either balance on something, hands at heart center, maybe hands here on your hips, or really challenge your balance. We can grow our tree and lift our gaze to follow. Especially if you're in one of these positions where your foot is higher and you're a little more challenging your balance, you really want to, I'm swaying everywhere right now, so case in point, you really want to ground into that standing leg. So pressing down on every part of your standing foot, really pressing up and finding some height, while your left inner thigh is pressing into your right sole of your foot, and the right sole of your foot is pressing in to your left inner thigh. So pressing both towards the midline. That's going to help you get that balance and that stability in this pose. So that's standing. Now let's flip this around and show some options for seated. Extend this leg. And it's kind of hard to do it here, but you can kind of do it here. But it's better if you're going to do this seated to bring this leg up like this, supported on your chair. And you can extend this leg as much as you want. You could also maybe have a pillow or a block that you could prop your extended leg on. And then same thing, hands can be here at your hips, or here at your heart, or lifted, maybe lift the gaze with our seated tree pose. And really quickly, we are coming towards the end now. You can lay down on the ground, extend that left leg. We can do the same thing here where we get that external rotation of our right hip while this foot is straight. Make sure you flex the foot. Sole of the right foot can be at the ankle, at the calf, not on the knee, or on the inner thigh. Still get that external rotation and stretch through your lifted leg. Just like that. And here, same thing. You can keep your hands here on your hips or on your belly. Maybe extend them up over your head. So maybe play around with those different versions of tree pose. This is my favorite right here, just like this. And there's also a version, I didn't show this one, this is a more challenge. You can bring your foot like this and do a version of tree where your right foot comes into the left hip crease as well. And if you have the range of motion, which I don't, you can lift your right hand around in a bind to grab your right toes and raise that left arm. So hope you have fun with practicing tree balance pose, and I hope to see you soon here at Flow on Yoga. Namaste.